Okay, hello. Thank you for joining me on this video. It's another update on the event. I've had 3 sessions that spoke a little bit more about the event, and they are so exciting. I just had to share them. So once again, I'm just reading off the transcripts of the sessions. I find the editing of the actual session itself is a little bit difficult, and our South African accents might be difficult for some of our international viewers to enjoy and listen to and understand properly. But what I find fascinating is the emphasis in the last session where it actually speaks to karmic ties and how karma is actually no longer going to become necessary. Something exciting to look forward to. What you will note in the last session is I use a lot of force in my voice when I narrate as the client. That was because her higher self came through with exceptional amount of force. You'll actually be able to pick that up, but it's very exciting, and I do hope you enjoy it. So client did come through at this time to assist with Earth's ascension and to assist with this event that is happening soon. It has already happened, by the way. So he is bringing in a lot of this energy. Practitioner, what can you tell us about the event now that you say it has happened already? Client, let's have a look. It's going to be a massive energy source that will release from the sun. It's coming from the great galactic sun, from Source itself, and will come through the sun that surrounds Earth, the natural sun. It has already been released. Some waves are coming through to prepare, but when it happens, you will know, and it is going to almost feel like the sun will explode for some people. It won't be painful. You will feel it. It's like a shockwave. You will definitely feel something. Some people are going to feel absolute bliss, while other people might feel pain. It depends on their level of vibration, and the lower vibrations might interpret this as painful because they don't understand what is happening. Practitioner, so is this part of our transition to a higher density Earth or of Earth's ascension? Client, Earth is constantly moving and ascending. It is like climbing the stairs of a building all the way to the top floor, one step at a time. Every day is another step higher and another step higher. The galactic event will be to assist with that, but it will not be the only purpose for that. It will be to change humanity. It will change animals. It will change a lot of things. Client, and you see, healing and the new Earth will be here very soon, with minimum hatred and vengeance, and people who are in it for themselves, they will be taken away and they will be removed in time. The new generation said, we don't want to hate, we want to laugh, we want to enjoy. Practitioner, so where will those selfish people go? Will they live out their lives on Earth, and will Earth gradually be replaced with new souls that want to live without hate? Client, there are other dimensions, you know it. They will sift through to those. You have a saying, birds of a feather will flock together. So those people will be in a place where they are happy, where they can do what they want to do. They can hate each other, blame each other, curse each other, kick each other, and for them, they will feel happiness by doing that. You have to understand there's no such thing as right or wrong. Nothing is good or nothing is bad. There is only contrast. To those that want to have a peaceful spiritual journey, hatred seems like a very strong contrast from that. And that is why this split will be happening. Practitioner, we also heard about this event or energy flash coming through. Is this going to come soon? It is already there, it is already happening. It started happening in 2013, where the first energy started flowing in. And people are placed strategically all over the world to channel that energy in. You know, you can't dose too much too quick. You just dose little bit by little bit, and the energy grows and grows and is becoming a mighty giant. And then it becomes so peaceful and so prosperous. There is a lot of hope. There is a lot of joy coming. Practitioner, is the new Earth basically the current Earth, just changing over time? Client, Yes, the earth is changing. The grid is changing, so it is being prepared. It is a new structure. The whole earth is changing because of the grounding of the new energy, and you can't build something new on top of something old. So the whole foundation of the earth is being changed. It is a new globe, and it started from the foundations and moving outward. Will this bring in changes to the way systems currently work? Yes. Look at cryptocurrencies or bitcoins as an example. It is part of a bigger idea to give everyone financial freedom and to take away control from central banks, to take away control from governments and warlocks and all the people who are in it for their own gain. It will become impossible to control the money by a single group of people. There are few people who are controlling the entire world's finances, but their time is up. They need to let go. But the thing of the earth is that people do have a free will, and no one can interfere because of free will. So they are going to have to accept it, and they must implement it. So in order to bring in these changes, people must long for it. If they start longing for it, it will start happening. That will make these changes pure, solid, and unbreakable. This is the whole idea around the new earth, to build something so good, so beautiful, so powerful and indestructible. So this is the whole plan. But again, it centers around the will of every individual on the planet. They are here to learn. They are here to make decisions. If you give a person a chance to make a decision, they will start learning something. If you haven't got any free will, then you can't make decisions. But then you can't make any mistakes either. And this is not about not making mistakes. This is about learning and teaching how to make decisions. And to make a decision is an important skill. So free will is there for a purpose in this experiment. And everything will turn out fine. It may sometimes seem scary to some to think that of all that can happen or go wrong when everyone has free will. And as Dolores used to say, what are those kids getting up to now? But it is important to know that everything will be fine. Practitioner, I've heard that souls are coming forward in a very specific time now to help Earth out in this time. Client, yes, we are now in the era where we do not have dependencies. People are crying about their contracts. People are crying about suffering. It's a choice. Decisions made by souls. We are here to change that. Everything we want, we can have. It is time to wake up. Practitioner. Client had a very fast awakening. I've also heard about many others who talk about their drastic awakenings in the recent past. Client. It is time. We do not have time. It is time. She must get on with it, but it is time. It is time for the shift. Practitioner, tell me more about the shift. Client, there is a lot of help that was sent. This is a milestone in the timing. We have agreed that if it takes too long, the assistance that is programmed will catalyze the awakening. It is time. Practitioner, so is the shift going to be a catalyst for the awakening? Client, yes, it is already happening. Practitioner, so what is this shift? Is it energy? I'm curious to understand a bit more. Client, the DNA is ready. It is more receptive because this is happening as a collective. Everybody is awakening. Although everybody is responsible for their own awakening, it is happening to a lot of people at the same time. Therefore, it is collectively happening, but it remains the individual's responsibility. Practitioner, will there be a mass awakening physically as well in terms of a flash event or solar event as well? Client, those who are ready and in the process, they will know. Those who are not awake yet, they will not know. Those who are very sensitive, they will feel the energy upgrades. Practitioner, you mentioned that you are here to change the fact that people are complaining about their contracts. Can you tell me more about what you are changing? Client, there is another way. Karma is no longer necessary. Practitioner, what is the other way? Client, The new way is remembering who you are without the pain. The pain seems to make souls get lost. Once lost, it's harder and harder to come out. Therefore, it is a choice now. Everybody who chooses can awake without pain. Practitioner. So it's good for her soul to remember. Client. Everybody's soul needs to remember. Practitioner. Is this part of why the shift is happening? Client. It is time. Practitioner. She wanted to know about living in health without sickness. Client. They should allow their bodies to accommodate energy. The closer they are to light bodies, the more spontaneous healing will happen. Any form of suffering is not necessary. That is the past. We are on a new course now. It is time for the earth. Gaia is ready. Right, so there you have it. That was quite an exciting journey. I do hope you had some insight out of this. If anything, I would love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear more from you guys. So please check out my website, qhht.co.za. I would love to, all my contacts are on there. Please get in touch. I'd love to talk to you guys more about this event. If anything, if you guys would like to have a session with me, you can get hold of me on my website as well. My contact details are all there. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.